Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another one of the greatest of all time, TJ and MJ. Spin your dollar or save your dollar movie review. Come on in and listen to what we gotta say about the movie of the day. Woo! It's ready to roll! Let's rock!
Look at that. Cosmic. Octopus just wanna jump and flow, y'all. Octopus back at it. Cosmic funk, flop. Cosmic octopus going in. Octopus just wanna jump and flow, y'all. Octopus back at it. Cosmic funk, flop. Cosmic octopus going in. Octopus just wanna jump and flow, y'all. Octopus back at it. Cosmic funk, flop. I am back on Ludo, stepping, pumping to the seven moves, resurrection. Vote for me, come re-election. I'm the coming from since my conception. What you gonna do, little boys? Free up the schedule, do what I do, when I groove, when I bump on the moon. How my ship goes zoom through the galactic boom boom. Octopus going in. Hollywood just gonna jump and roll, y'all. Octopus back at it. Cosmic funk, flop, octopus gonna win. Cosmic just gonna jump and roll, y'all. Octopus back at it. Cosmic funk, flop, everything is bug. Put that we have on the buzz. The electric crush on the screen, cuz boom, humans what he does. People wanna suffer from an epidemic, gotta get away for a minute, gotta get a breath, take the mask off, pass off to my next galactic show. Reviews, man, that ain't with the that's normal. Everybody forgot what's normal. Got friends to a party that's normal. Wear a mask every single day, not normal.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. This got a lot to unpack.
Earth's atmospheric fun is about to jump up in about 0 seconds. Would you like to play a game? Octopus going in. I just wanna jump and go, y'all. Octopus back in. Cosmic funk, wow. Cosmic octopus going in. Everybody just wanna jump and go, y'all. Octopus back in it. Cosmic funk, wow. Cosmic octopus going in. Everybody just wanna jump and go, y'all. Octopus back in it. Cosmic funk, wow. Cosmic octopus.
So it's kind of like
Cosmically we rollin', Funkalist we bumpin', cosmically we rollin', Funkalist we bumpin', cosmically we rollin'.
But as you all know, Fast and Furious movies are always crazy, raw, major cars, crashing, action, firing guns, blazing everything. And they always have the most craziest things happen in Fast and Furious movies. And this one here definitely takes the cake of those type of movies, because I'll give it to you right now. Fast and Furious is a very entertaining movie. Very entertaining. I'm going to give you the pros and cons right now. Fast and Furious, very entertaining movie. It keeps you on your feet. It keeps things going. The story, I have to say, babe, is actually pretty good, wouldn't you say?
Oh,
and everything?
Story?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it kind of shows you some stuff that happened in the past, right?
Yeah, exactly. Some prequel type stuff. What happens with Dobbs?
Between Dom and his brother.
Yeah, between Dom and his brother and his
Actually,
dad.
His dad too.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it kind of sets the story of how Dom became who he is, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dom, never knew about his childhood life and stuff like this, but we get to see, in that time zone where, when he was a kid, young man trying to get things going, and his dad was a race car driver.
Yeah.
And him and his brother were like the pit crew kind of thing,
Yes,
Dom would help him out and let him know exactly who's coming up on him. He's coming up on your right, Dad. He's coming up on your left, Dad. Dad, don't go into the wall, Dad. All that kind of crazy stuff. So it gives you flashbacks of that kind of stuff, which I thought was interesting because you never got to see that before in the Fast and Furious things before.
I like that part.
So I thought that was cool.
How they did that.
Yeah, it was a very good build on the story to kind of tighten the story up to where they are now and how his brother comes into the picture, which is, his brother, as you well know, kind of plays like a villain almost in the flick.
He's played by that other guy, Cena. What's his name?
John Cena.
John Cena.
John Cena is playing his brother, and y'all know John Cena is a big major wrestling athlete guy. Actually, John Cena plays a pretty good villain actually in this.
Well, he's not so much a villain, bro.
No, he's not so much. There's some things that go down with his brother from when with the past that happened when they're teens, and Dom thinks that his brother actually killed their dad. He thinks that.
You should have said spoiler alert first.
Well, spoiler alert. Whatever.
No, you're not supposed to tell him that about the dad.
Yeah, well, there's a scene where that's what's going to get down to. That's what brings this whole hatred towards his brother and stuff like that. I'm not going to give him the rest of the deal, but
Are you sure?
There's a big blowout between him and them, and there's all this craziness that goes down. You're going to see that, but.
So, what did you think about the movie, TJ?
I thought the movie was entertaining. Like I said before, the movie's very entertaining. It brings back all the old school cats again,
Yeah, of course.
Ludacris and all those guys. And it's a given.
That same kind of action, so you know what to expect. It's all going to be that action that's over the top.
Yes, always over the top. They go so over the top.
Like once again, scenes that happen, you're like, wait a minute.
You go, yeah, okay,
How could he survive that?
Thank you.
Whether it be a fall, a crash, flying onto a car to another car.
Thank you. It's like, I get Fast and Furious is supposed to be like, crazy raw action. But come on, y'all.
Not realistic.
There's just scenes in this movie that are just so unrealistic that it's like, okay, really? Really? Like, just, you see Dom flying off big, giant, moving vehicles that are freaking flipping in the air, 100 feet up in the air. He comes landing down. He's always able to save his peoples, though, by pushing a car or having them land on the front of his hood. You notice that?
Yes, I do notice.
And like every time that somebody's about to fly off a car or something, I'm going to save him real quick. And Dom just gets into this one. Okay, I got you. And there he is. He catches you on the front hood of his car. And you just happen to land right there on the car right there. You don't keep going because of the momentum. You just land perfectly. He does this like 3 times in the movie, dude. Three times of maneuvers that should never have happened. Stuff that you would instantly have died. Like when his girlfriend got knocked off the damn bicycle. She goes flying 100 feet in the freaking air. Yeah. This motherfucker happens to go, and I'm like, yeah, exactly. It's hilarious. And but he ends up catching her. He does it. He does this a number of times in the movie, you guys. It's just stuff that's just like, he even bounces a car. He knocks into another car, so that car goes flying over to catch somebody. I'm like, what the heck? And just the stuff. But you know who makes it funny though? There's a kind of almost like a joke in the movie.
Some humor.
Some humor by the brother man, not Ludacris, but
is that
Tyrese.
That's his name, right?
Yeah, Tyrese. Tyrese in the movie, he's saying, you guys, because there's a scene in the movie where like, as soon as they find this little object or something like this on this plane, all of a sudden bullets start flying everywhere. And babe, what was hilarious about that part? What was hilarious about when all the bullets started flying?
They were missing all of them. Like they didn't even graze them or anything.
No grazing, nothing. These bullets are flying everywhere around. It's almost like the bullets are purposely flying on the sides of them. And it's like, dude.
They had all these guys shooting at them too.
Yeah.
So you think they would have hit one of them?
You would think a graze.
But when Dom and all them fire back at
Dom and them fire. Yeah, they hit their targets. But you got an entire Mexican army or Guatemalan army, wherever the heck they were, and everything. These guys got AK-47s, Tech 9s. You name it. Big ass turret machine guns on cars, on these big old army vehicles, and they're just blazing the hell out of them, and they're just missing these guys. Tyrese is running from these guys in a truck that's coming, ramming, and both two men are outside the truck firing at this guy. They're missing every shot.
Yeah.
And you just see the bullets hitting the ground like, and Tyrese don't get hit once. And then he has the nerve to get up and say, yeah, y'all don't know who y'all messing with. Y'all don't know who y'all messing with. And then they start shooting some more. And he goes, like he was scared at that point. And then he gets to this one scene where he actually, Rams falls down into this one dude. He tackles him. They fall down into this kind of pit.
Because they're driving through all these mines, remember?
No, this is before the mines part. I'm talking about Tyrese's part.
Yeah, that's when before.
When he falls down into the pit with that dude.
There's a mine below him, right?
No. When he tackles the dude.
Oh, okay.
He tackles this dude, and he falls down into the pit, gotcha. Right? And he breaks his fall with the guy's body, and the guy drops his AK-47, and of course now Tyrese is being surrounded by all the rest of the warriors coming, army dudes coming in, and somehow Tyrese picks up the daggum. They start shooting at Tyrese, by the way. Tyrese looks like he should have gotten lit up, right? So
hey, Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Oh,
Louisiana.
Look at the line.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like that's going to In and Out actually.
Maybe we can't even get into the other drive.
But he goes flying over, gets the AK-47. These motherfuckers shooting at him. He ends up shooting back at them in a circle just wildly and kills all of them. Then he looks at himself and looks like steam's coming out off of him, and it's where the bullets were hitting him. And at first being
bulletproof vest.
He didn't have a bulletproof vest, babe.
It looked like a bulletproof vest.
It wasn't a bulletproof, but that's the reason why he was up there making a comment about the hole. He said, I should have been dead. Remember when he shows all the holes in his shirt, and he goes and he says, "You guys."
What kind of vest was that? Because if it wasn't bulletproof, they would have went through.
No, I guess he got hit in a cantina and all this other stuff that was on him. So I guess that's where the bullets were hitting and everything. And I'm like, look at he's up. So Tyrese even says in the movie, he goes up and he says, "You guys, I'm starting." He says, "Look at this shirt, full of bullet holes, and I ain't got a scratch on me." And he's like, going, "You guys, I think we're invincible. I think, dude, we gone on all these missions and blah blah blah, and we ain't never gotten a scratch on us. Nothing ever happens to us." And so forth. And, Ludacris is playing the game with him, trying to act like it, but he was actually, making him look like a fool. But Tyrese was saying, basically what Tyrese was saying, you guys, how is it we do all this shit and we don't never die? Right? And the reason why I bring that point up is because all the stuff that they do go through, you guys, they should have been, all of them should have been dead a long time ago and everything. The Tyrese, all of them should have been. They do crazy stuff that at least broke some bones and shiz. Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at least that. I mean, frick, they showed when Rock was in one of the Fast and Furious movies. Remember when he got all jacked up? He was in the daggum hospital, fully casted up. Until they made him said, "Daddy's got to go to work, kid." And he rips his cast off. Like, okay, yeah, I got my full strength back now. I don't need this cast anymore. And he's still being in the hospital. Okay, all right, your bone just healed just like that. Okay, so
which takes months.
Yeah, it takes months and shit. He says, but Dad, you're Daddy's got to go to work, kiddo. So they always do these over the top little stuff and lines and whatnot. Yeah. But the movie is a great movie for the entertaining ride. You guys want to go? You want a roller coaster? This movie is a roller coaster. It's got all the cool stuff. It does tie in a lot of the stuff that's normally. That ties in all the Fast and Furious movies together, and it puts things together, which I do like about the Fast and Furious is that they do connect all the pieces and they kind of explain stuff. They even explain Han on what happened with him and how the hell he's alive again. Because remember, Han dies in Fast Furious 3, Tokyo Drift. And all of a sudden, this motherfucker's back now. This movie should have been... And everybody in the movies even saying, dude, you should have been...
Spoiler alert.
No, but that's not a spoiler. That's in the previews.
Oh, they show that?
Yeah, they show that in the trailers.
All right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but yeah, you guys. So, going to this knowing that what you're watching is a superhero movie. Okay?
Yeah.
These guys are superheroes. Okay? And all of them. Remember the girls? When they were fighting off those dudes, all those freaking big ass, giant freaking military dudes. These 3 little women beating these dudes up like they were like Raggedy Ann and Andy. I'm like, what the hell?
They're no superheroes.
I'm like, what? Really?
I think they were. Nothing happens to them.
None of these girls beat these dudes down, dude. Like, hi. One of them gets slammed into a daggum kitchen sink and cabinet with glass cabinet thing, and she didn't. Nothing happened to her. She comes right back out of it swinging a daggum kitchen pan, and so forth. You know. These girls are flipping dudes over and all kinds of shit with their little teeny behinds. These dudes look like monstrosities. Okay. Okay. Real believable. That's the reason why I'm going to say Fast and Furious now is a superhero movie, ladies and gentlemen. This is believable if these guys are superheroes. All right? Because none of these people should be able to do what the heck they're doing in this movie and everything. And they got scenes where people were in the daggum streets. Oh yeah, we almost up here, y'all.
At our destination.
We got people that are in these seats.
That much because I'm concentrating.
Yeah, she's concentrating on driving.
I have to be looking at the directions.
Exactly. You got these people going through these areas and through streets, destroying people's cars. You know, the pedestrians somehow don't get hurt. Nobody gets hurt. They flip over a bunch of daggum cop cars. Nobody gets hurt. Just like, okay. But as a Fast and Furious fan, I am a Fast and Furious fan, and I do like, I do like the action and the craziness. The story's still cool. They kept things tight, and it always ends with the whole family barbecue thing. And it's a good family flick to go and take your kids to and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and say, for that vibe alone, spend your dollar. What about you, Boo? Is that about you?
Yeah, I would say that's pretty good. I prefer to spend less though and wait for rental because it is $19.99 to stream right now.
Yeah, it is $19.99 to stream.
It's at the movie theaters. It's costing $19.99 to stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but I prefer.
Yeah.
I mean, when it's for rental, for sure, I would say spend your dollar.
Spend your dollar, yeah, for rental. I would say that too. Spend your dollar for rental. If you're going into this movie with realistic expectations on the movie and stuff like that, and you into a realistic type of flick, this ain't gonna be the movie for you. I'm gonna say don't spend your dollar. Because then, this movie, nothing in the movie has anything realistic about it at all. Every scene in the movie is something like just completely over the top. Like, really?
There's a lot of people here at the movie drive-in movie theater.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here at the drive-in theater. And I like these drive-in theaters, because you just get a lot of fun out of them.
Time at this one, so we'll see how it is.
But we're gonna go ahead and call this an end on this one, you guys. TJ and MJ, spend your dollar, save your dollar. Come and check us out on Spreaker.com and all that great stuff. We'll be back with some more craziness, and we'll be back with a review on this movie tonight. Snake Eye. Exactly. Peace to the Middle East, ladies and gentlemen. You know how we do.
Buddha, Cosmic.
Hey, that's Buddha Pals over there.
Shut up. Octopus gonna win. Octopus just gonna jump the floor, y'all. Octopus back at it. Cosmic funk flop. Cosmic octopus gonna win. Octopus just gonna jump the floor, y'all. Octopus back at it. Cosmic funk flop. Cosmic octopus gonna win. Octopus just gonna jump the floor, y'all. Octopus back at it. Cosmic funk flop.
What's cracking, people? Have you been waiting for a place where you can laugh, have fun while getting the latest on movies and game reviews with a little pop culture news? Then you just discovered TJ and MJ Spend Your Dollar or Save Your Dollar movie reviews. Don't get it twisted. We bring it to you live every Friday and Saturday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on Spreaker.com.